would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Jayhawks offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble.
Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Jayhawks are marching down the field. Looking to throw, it's Snow. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the... quick and make him make a decision quick. It makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Jayhawks with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Trying play action. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
They'll ride the hot hand. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught it, and he got it right to the doorstep before he was knocked out of bounds at the 1. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He wants it all. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the defense is just about out of room. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
And he's going to try to return this one. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Cougars offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
He'll do it himself. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run play action. Got him downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Houston wants to play fast.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Aikman. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. A first down run in the red zone. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Looking to fire. Bag's got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Yeah, and you failed on first and second, but on third down, you give it to the big fullback, and he does the rest. Lower the shoulder, lower the pads, run physical, and get in that end zone.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Creates a little space. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Once he got some room, it was over. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on second down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. He wants to throw it. Uncorks it. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. makes the catch at the 45. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Changing into the field. Finds his tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Looking for a man. It's Snow. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. A lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard them.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step. The sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Give to the running back. Turning it on. Picks up the first down, still moving. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Snow. Got it in the middle, it's Levitt. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Quarterback may change this route. On third down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Levitt. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kick. Breaks into the open. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
He'll bring it out. It's Aikman. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think
fires one high and deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
And man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game. You got to be careful when you attack him.
First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Cougars will line it up on first and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on first and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Finds the tight end. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Catch in the middle, it's Croft. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And the Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Payne. They get him down at the 36, it will be a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Snow. Catch in the middle, it's Levitt. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. To the air on first down. The throw finds space on the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And this one will be a 57-yard attempt. He'll unleash it from the right hash. And it's no good. He missed it. After the miss, the lead still at 11. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Looking downfield on first down. Rush is on him. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Takes it from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and more. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Might as well give it to him again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. The sure hands, it's Levitt. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Snow. Quick strike complete.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He breaks a tackle. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. Nice move there. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Kansas. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Scanning the field, it's Snow. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
On the option. The pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. The Jayhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Makes the grab. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still first and goal. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Jayhawks! And the punishment has been extended.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll run the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Houston will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Kansas offense returns to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. There he goes.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The give. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Snow. Release to the back. It's on target and complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And the Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. From the gun. Fires into the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And the Cougars are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Pulls it in. It's Aitman. Lowers those pads. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here's a heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking downfield, it's Snow. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Using the quick game. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Jayhawks line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll leave it with him. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Takes the easy completion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Grab near the marker. It's Aitman. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's got him. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete to the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Now the play fake. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready.